Are we accidentally tanking yields in the name of biodiversity? Welcome to rudeinsect.com.
Spicy opener, Grant, but it's a real concern. Biodiversity can be a powerhouse or a pothole, depending on how it's done.
Exactly. The warning isn't don't do biodiversity, it's don't do it blindly. Poorly timed or placed practices can ding yields, sometimes hard.
Take cover crops, great for soil health, but if you terminate too late, they steal moisture and tie up nitrogen. Boom, yield drag.
Or pick the wrong species mix, and you've built a lush hotel for slugs and cutworms. Suddenly you're fighting pests you invited.
Pollinator strips, love them, but put them on prime, irrigated ground, and they'll compete for water and nutrients. Use non-native seed, and you might host problem insects instead of pollinators.
Wildlife corridors and hedgerows can connect habitat, but unmanaged, they can shade crops, block equipment, or act as pest highways. Placement and maintenance matter.
Agroforestry is another double-edged sword. Trees too close to rows compete for light and water. Choose species with deep roots, plan spacing, and prune on schedule, or expect yield hits before the system stabilizes.
Rotational grazing shines when rest periods are real. If animals circle back too soon, you get overgrazing, compaction, and weaker pasture, and that ripples into crop performance.
So what flips the script from sabotage to synergy? A plan. Start with a biodiversity audit. What's already living on your farm and where? Then set goals. Reduce pesticide dependence, increase soil organic matter, stabilize yields under drought. Be specific.
Measure before magic. Use yield maps, soil tests, and simple monitoring, like sticky cards for pests or transects for pollinators. If you don't track it, you can't tune it.
Begin small. Pilot a 5% field edge pollinator strip, not a 30-acre block. Try one field of cover crops, not the whole rotation. Learn, then scale.
Match species to purpose. Need nitrogen? Favor legumes? Need water infiltration? Add deep-rooted grasses and brassicas. Terminate on time for your climate and soil moisture.
Place habitat where it won't compete. Field margins, wet corners, or low production zones. Use native flowering plants with staggered bloom so you bridge hungry gaps without pulling resources from crops.
For corridors, design stepping stones rather than solid belts where shading would hurt yields. Manage edges, mow outside nesting periods, and watch for pest buildup.
Tech helps. Precision IG, soil moisture sensors, and biomonitoring tools help target inputs and confirm when a practice is paying off or needs adjusting.
And if pests surge after adding habitat, don't panic. Introduce beneficial insect habitat closer to problem spots or add trap crops. Sometimes shifting the mix fixes the pressure.
Economics matter. There can be upfront costs, but diversified income from timber, nuts, or fruit in agroforestry, plus reduced inputs, often repay over time. Certifications and local programs can sweeten the math.
Let's bust a myth. Biodiversity always cuts yields. Not true. Done well, intercropping and crop rotation can increase yields while reducing chemical reliance and boosting resilience to drought and heat.
Quick roadmap, map your farm, pick 2 practices that solve your biggest constraint, pilot small, set measurable targets, monitor pests, soil, and yields. Adjust each season, then scale.
The real sabotage is skipping the plan and the monitoring. Biodiversity is a tool. Use it with intent and it pays. Use it randomly and it bites.
If you want resilience, healthier soil, and steadier harvests, start small, stay curious, and let data guide your biodiversity playbook.
And remember, the goal isn't more habitat everywhere. It's the right habitat in the right place for the right reason.
That is all the time we have for today. Thank you for listening to rudeinsect.com Conversations with Grant and Fiona.